Hey familia, I'm Randy here, and in today's video, we are going to be diving on into the filmography of Mark Wahlberg. I do think that he is a solid actor. He has several roles that I do enjoy, and I do have quite the collection of his. So as always, if there's any films that I am missing that are really good ones of his, definitely let me know in the comments below. As well as of the films that I have not seen, let me know which ones I need to jump on first. So without further ado, let's go on ahead and get right into today's video. All right, so first up we have Patriots Day. This is one that I still need to check out. I just actually recently added it to the collection like last year, so I haven't gotten around to it. But I have heard good things on this film, so I definitely need to check it out. Then we do have Max Payne, which this one I've only kind of seen in bits, so I definitely need to watch it all the way through. We have this double feature here that has Shooter and Four Brothers. I have yet to check out Shooter, but Four Brothers, I absolutely love this film. I think it's really, really great. And Mark Wahlberg, he is fantastic in here. There's just that badass flick. I do really enjoy that one. Next up, he was in this film here called The Yards. Now, I haven't seen this one, but I have actually heard some pretty decent things on it, so definitely need to check that out at some point. We have Instant Family. This one was all right, kind of fun little emotional kind of family flick or whatever. But overall, I thought it was pretty decent. Next up, he was here in Lovely Bones, another one too I need to check out. And one of my personal favorites, you guys. I don't know why this film gets a lot of hate, but we do have The Happening. I really like this film a lot. Hubby loves this film too. Like I said, I just don't get the hate on this film, but I enjoyed the story. I enjoyed Mark Wahlberg in it. So we have The Happening. And then we have this film here called Mile 22, which I really don't know anything about this one. So I need to give it a watch. All right, so next up we have a Deepwater Horizon. This one I highly recommend, you guys. It is based on a true story, and it's about an oil rig explosion out in the middle of the ocean. I thought Mark Wahlberg was great in here, and I really, really enjoyed this film quite a bit. Next up we have The Fighter. There's another one too that I need to check out, but I've heard good things on it. This one I have not heard the greatest of things on, and that is The Gambler. So, this could very well be a one and done whenever I do get around to watching it. Then we have Invincible. This one was okay, but for being a kind of true story and, about football and stuff like that, I just didn't find this one as impactful as I thought it was going to be. But it was still a, good, decent watch, and I thought Mark Wahlberg was pretty good in here, so I would have Invincible. Next up, we have The Big Hit. This is one that I haven't seen in a very, very, very long time. So long overdue for a revisit. We have The Other Guys. This one is absolutely freaking hilarious. Watch this if you haven't. It is a blast. Just Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg together just have some fun chemistry in this film, and it's just, you're going to be laughing your butt off for sure. Next up, he was here in Date Night. This one I don't really recall very much. I kind of started watching it at one point and never did finish it. And I don't really remember him in here, so I definitely need to give that one a watch. This next one is probably my all-time favorite role of his, and that is Boogie Nights. I freaking love this film. So Mark Wahlberg was just phenomenal in this, you guys, and just all the supporting cast, everything in here. And I love the story. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite role of his. All right, moving along, we have The Departed. Fantastic. And then we have a Lone Survivor. So I will say, you guys, I thought this was a good movie, but I just at the same time wasn't overly impressed by it. So I definitely need to give this one another watch and just kind of see, where my thoughts lie second time around. But we got Lone Survivor there. I need to check this one out, and that is All the Money in the World. And we have Two Guns here. This one was an okay kind of action comedy. I mean, Denzel, Mark Wahlberg, they were both fine in here. I had some fun with this one for sure. Got some good laughs. The Basketball Diaries. And then Rockstar. This is another one too that I have not seen probably since this first came out, which was back in 2001. So way overdue for a revisit. I do also have this one in a snapper case. Next up, we have We Own the Night. Need to check that one out. And then we have Three Kings. I didn't realize how old this film actually was. This actually came out in 1999, and for some reason I thought it was I don't know, more not as old anyways. But I do remember liking this one. There's another one too. Need to revisit it here soon. But yeah, we got Three Kings. And then, of course, Ted and Ted 2. I mean, what's not to like about these movies right here? Just absolutely ridiculous, funny. All right, so next up we have Pain and Gain. Have yet to check this one out, but I've actually heard some pretty decent things on this one, and I'm actually kind of curious to see Mark Wahlberg and Dwayne Johnson together. Looks like it, could be some fun, so I definitely want to watch that one soon. Then we have Infinite or Infinite, however you want to pronounce it. This one, I really wasn't a fan of, you guys, I will say. I mean, kind of typical Mark Wahlberg, but the movie and the storyline itself just were kind of there was nothing special about it, nothing really exciting about it. So got that one. We have Broken City. Need to check that one out. Then he did voice, I think it's Blue Falcon here in Scoob. Uncharted. This is a film that actually I was very surprised by. I knew nothing about the game. I'd never even heard about it or anything. And going into this, it was just like a total, like, no expectations. And I came out really, really loving this film, you guys. So I do highly recommend this one. And Mark Wahlberg, he's pretty good in here. So definitely check that one out if you haven't. We do have Father Stew. And then Daddy's Home. I don't have the second one, but I haven't watched this one all the way through, kind of seeing, bits here and there. So I definitely need to do a full watch through. But yeah, we got Daddy's Home. All right, getting down to the last little bit. So obviously we have Transformers. He was in Age of Extinction and The Last Night. I really enjoyed the Transformers franchise. I mean, my whole household does. So, I mean, they're pretty great little flicks. So, I mean, what's not to like about the Transformers? Then, of course, The Italian Job, which I saw this one in theaters when it first came out. And that one's pretty good. Need to give that one a rewatch. Next up, I do have him here in Fear. Now, I have not seen this film, but I've heard good things on it, so I probably should, jump on that. I know there was a Blu-ray release that just came out, and everybody was raving about it and everything. So, yeah, and about the film itself, so I need to give that one a watch. And then last but not least, of course, we have The Perfect Storm. This is another one, too, that I saw in theaters when it first came out, and I remember this being a pretty awesome flick. Another one, too, just I need to revisit, like, a lot of his films, you guys. So, but yeah, let me know what some of your favorite films of his are. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Join the family if you have not, and I will see you in my next one. Bye, guys.